Oh my goodness, I am back with a new video. How long has it been? I think it's been more than a week since I uploaded a new video on my channel. This video is actually a tutorial, a day to night tutorial. I haven't done that ever, and I know there are tons and tons of videos about that, but this one is different because I will be featuring the products that I purchased from strawberrynet.com, and if you're not familiar with that site, just check the description box because I did a feature on them, and I have two posts. The first one is what strawberrynet.com is, and the second one is my experience with the purchase and the service that they had and the shipping and everything like that. So everything you need to know will be on my blog, and if you have any questions, you can always comment below and ask me. I am going to be featuring Clinique because that is the product that I purchased. Yeah, so stay tuned at the end of the video for a special surprise. Alright, so before we start with the tutorial, I have so many delays, I'm so sorry, but this is actually the Clinique travel set that I purchased, and inside you will see a smaller version. This is so cute. I can actually fit my Trevolo, my chubby stick, my blotting sheet, just a lot of cute stuff inside this thing, so it's pretty convenient. And this really big one contains the other stuff, and I actually have here a 7-day scrub cream and a moisturizing lotion, and I think this is better for dry skin, so I don't really know what to do with this. I don't know. And this one I haven't tried yet, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these things. Let me know what you think I should do with these things. Anyway, the other ones are the Clinique eyeshadow palette, and these are the colors. I actually like the mirror because it's pretty big and decent. The chubby stick, which I absolutely love. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been loving this stuff. I've been wearing this like a million gazillion times this month. And this lash doubling mascara, which is in travel size. So these are the things that you will find inside the bag, and I really do think it's a great way to try out the products if you like it or not, and then you can get the full size ones. That's why I love buying sets and everything. Anyway, that's it. If you want to see close-up pictures of these items, just go to my blog, which I will link below. Your eye primer, and you're going to prime your eyelid. Making sure that you include your brow bone. And we're not going to be applying a primer under the lid, not under the lid, but like on the lower lash line, because we're not going to be putting any eyeshadow for daytime there. We are going to proceed to this highlighting shade right here, and we're just going to apply that on our brow bone with any kind of brush that you like. I prefer to use this fluffy brush from e.l.f. and just sweep it on the highest arch all the way down. And what this does is that it lifts your eyebrows and makes it look more defined. We're going to clean the same brush, and then we are going to take this sort of frosted mauvish pink eyeshadow. We're just going to sweep it all over our lid. You don't even have to think about it because this is like super easy. You just have to slap it on your eyelids and that's it. You can always try to build it up even more if you want more color, but this color is really, really subtle. And we are going to take an angled brush like this, or a very small precision brush, and we are going to go ahead and use this darker color right here. It's a cross between maroon and a brown. So we're going to do a flick right over here. And to make sure that it is in the right place, just extend your lower lash line. Just extend that. Make that as your guide, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sweep it inwards. Don't go onto the crease because we're going to be using a different brush for that. So now we're done with that. We're going to take a blending brush, or just the same brush that we used earlier. Make sure it's clean. And then sweep it all the way to your crease area. Now the good thing about this is that you're not really adding any more product. You're just kind of like blending it out. We are going to take our liquid liner. You can use a liquid liner, a gel liner, or a pencil liner, but I do suggest for long wear you should use a gel liner or liquid liner because pencil liners tend to smudge. Once again, extend the lower lash line. Make that as your guide, just like that. And then make a straight line towards the center of your eyes. And then just fill it in. Now we're just going to curl our lashes real quick and apply mascara. It's optional to wear false lashes during the day. There are a lot of false lashes out there that have Invisalign. Invisalign, isn't that something for the teeth? But they have an invisible band and it doesn't really look very obvious. For the mascara, I'm going to be using the Clinique Lash Doubling Mascara, which is part of the set, and it's very cute, and this is how the brush looks like. But what it does is that it gives you a more precise application, especially in the inner part of your lash line. And we're moving on to the lower lashes. This tip is perfect for getting into the inner lower lashes without smudging. We're going to take a flat brush and then just move in with the highlighting color that we applied on the brow bone and just reapply. And apply it on the inner part of our eye, just to brighten that area. For daytime, it's definitely optional to contour your face, but if you do prefer to contour, just use a matte finish contour powder and something that's not super dark. So I'm just gonna use a tapered brush and just lightly apply this in the middle part of my face, just to lift my cheekbones a little bit, and my forehead. And you can use the same brush, but I'm gonna use the stippling brush for the blush, and it's just a peach blush. I like using peach because it looks good in any skin type, and for daytime it looks very subtle. It just gives you a very nice glow to your skin. For the lips, I'm going to be using this Clinique Chubby Stick in Super Strawberry, and this is also part of the set. This is actually a lip balm and a lip stain in one. I believe Revlon has its own version. I haven't tried them though. It just gives your lips a very natural color, but it looks very moisturized. And that's pretty much it for the daytime look. It's very simple and subtle. And here's a closer look. You can barely tell that you have makeup on. And now let's move on to the nighttime look. For the nighttime look, if you're planning to go out after work and you don't have time to go home, obviously you're gonna have to do it at the office, in the bathroom, or wherever it's convenient. So just make sure you have the essentials in your makeup kit. And we are going to use the same brush, and we are only going to use these two dark colors right here. The dark maroon brown eyeshadow around the outer part of the eye. So as you can see, we've applied the dark maroon brown all the way to the center part of the lid and fading it a little bit into the inner part of the eye. And then we're going to clean that same brush and we're going to take this dark brown eyeshadow, which is definitely the darkest eyeshadow from this palette, and just with a light hand take a little bit of product and we are going to apply this on our crease area. Apply it slightly higher than your crease area. And all the way to the inner part of your eye. And it's going to look somewhat like that. And then we are going to use that angled liner that we used earlier for our outer lash line. And we're going to take some of that dark brown eyeshadow and apply it on the lower lash line. Ever so slightly, don't go crazy. To use the flat brush we used earlier and the highlighting color and just apply it on the brow bone and blend it downwards so that it would blend out the harsh edges of our crease color. That way we don't have to worry about a transition color for the eyes. And now we have a slightly smoky eye look. So I'm just going to thicken my liner out. And flick it. And that is it for the eyes. You can always reapply your mascara if you want it to be a lot more thick, and you can apply your false lashes. For the face, you have to make sure that you bring your blotting sheet if you have oily skin, just to make sure that you get rid of those shiny spots and not apply powder over that. And of course, you have to retouch your foundation or your powder just to make sure it's all even and there are no blotchy areas. After you've made sure to do that, you are going to get your chubby stick. I know this is gonna sound really, really weird, but you are going to use your chubby stick on your cheeks, and you can always use a pencil, no, not pencil, but a lipstick brush for this, but I am simply going to take it on my clean finger, apply it on the upper part of my cheek. And now you have more color on your cheeks. And for the lips, I'm using this pencil liner. It's just in pink. And I'm going to line my lips because this will last longer. So if you're eating and you don't want to keep on retouching and you want your lipstick to stay on for a longer period of time, then you should use a lip liner. And I'm just applying this over the Clinique chubby stick because it doesn't really matter. I want it to come through as well. I'm going to use this Calvin Klein lip gloss, and what is this? G13, I think. And it just looks like this, and it's part of the promo that they have. Make sure that your makeup stays put the whole night and you don't have to keep on retouching. Don't forget your setting spray. You can always use the e.l.f. Makeup mist and set. You can use Skindinavia. You can use the Urban Decay one, which is basically the Skindinavia one, or you can also use Model in a Bottle. It emphasizes the features on your face, so it's not too out there and it's not too much, and it's definitely something that beginners can wear, because I'm pretty sure that was a very easy tutorial. And don't forget to check out strawberrynet.com, and also the features that I did on them, the links are in the description box. That is it for my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If the lighting was really crappy, I do apologize. And for the surprise, I will be having a giveaway. If you followed my blog post about the purchases I made, I had extra purchases and I am going to be doing a giveaway for that. And if you want to know more about the giveaway, just go to my blog, which is not the maricarljanah.com one, but the maricarljanah.blogspot.com. And I will link it in the description box, so you can go right ahead and check that out, and you might win yourself a Too Faced palette. That's it for my video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again in my next video. Bye!